Hello Capricorn, it's DJ with DJ Star Tarot with your reading from January 23rd through the 31st of 2023. We start out with the Nine of Swords, something that has you up at night, something that's making you unhappy, stress, maybe even giving you anxiety. It could be financial worries, but nevertheless, there's lack of sleep. You're not able to sleep because something is heavily on your mind. You could be unhappy in a relationship, a partnership, a business, could be your job, maybe the way finances are. It could be so many different things. So we are going to continue to see what Spirit has to say. Let me give this a quick shuffle. I'm going to shuffle on top of my calendar here so it won't be so loud. All right, Spirit. What does Capricorn need to know? Career, money, finance, business, partnerships, and relationships. January 23rd through the 31st of 2023. What do they need to know, Spirit? What do they need to know? With that Nine of Swords, what do they need to know? Okay. The Emperor representing an Aries. This could be about, a job. With the Emperor being there, it could be that you are an entrepreneur and you're worried about finances in that way. It also could be that you are with the Emperor here, it's like you need to really think mind over your heart. Now, you could be, what I'm getting is you could be in a relationship, okay? And the relationship is that your heart is in it, but your mind is saying that this isn't it. This isn't the right person. This isn't the, there's, you're not on the same page. You don't share the same goals, but you have the same, or you have similar, like to have fun and all that kind of stuff, right? But when it comes to long term, you don't feel like there's stability there, okay? I feel like you don't feel like you could build a solid foundation. And if it comes to a job, I feel like, you're in this job because it's, a job, right? I do feel like you are being noticed when it comes to work. I do feel like there's consistency there. But I do feel like you really need to be more practical and logical when it comes to your situation as a whole, whether it is a relationship, a job, or a business, okay? But I honestly feel like you just need to be more practical and think about what is before you invest more time in it, especially in a relationship. If the relationship isn't what you thought it was going to be or isn't headed towards the direction that you want it to go in, then now would be the time for you to be like, you know what? I'm going to be practical about this relationship. The situation is just not where I want it to be. I don't see things improving. We have fun, we spend money, but at the same time, you're worried about that, okay? And it could be about a job too. Maybe it's a job that you're just not in it, but you're there because it allows you to have some kind of structure and stability. All right, Spirit, what else does Capricorn need to know? Career, money, finance, business, partnerships, and relationships. January 23rd through the 31st of 2023. What do they need to know? So we have Strength card representing Leo. It's about having patience. It's about having courage, right? If you're thinking of walking, of leaving the situation because it's just not there, it's not in alignment with you, then this is saying have the courage and the inner strength to move along, right? To stand strong and move along. Being patient as well. I just feel like, again, don't lend money out because I don't feel like they'll repay you, and don't borrow money because I don't feel like it'll be a good thing to do. So if it's like to borrow in credit or, someone you borrow money from, just don't feel like that would be a good idea at this point. I do feel though, again, this is about finding that inner strength to be positive and to have the courage and to persevere, okay? To persevere along. But it's about standing strong through it all. So not allowing your heart to really get in the way of something that isn't going to be long. There's no longevity in it, okay? All right, Spirit, what else do we have for Capricorn, career, money, finance, business, and partnerships and relationships? What does Capricorn need to know? January 23rd to 31st of 20. Okay, this card wanted to come out earlier. So we have the Tower. There needs to be some kind of change here with the Tower. So universe is like, okay, Capricorn, things need to change because you're not doing it. So the Tower moment is, you know, something unexpected. It's an unexpected change when it comes to a relationship, a partnership that is coming to an end. Okay. Now, and again, now is not a time to really take a risk with money. I see that through this, you're going to have a sudden insight of something. Okay. So this change, this destruction here, if you will, is going to allow you to have some kind of insight. And although you're going to be like, well, I guess this is what I needed to see clearly what needed to happen, because I don't feel like, you know, I feel like you're just leading with your heart and not really with what is logical and practical for you. Okay. Spirit, what else do we have for Capricorn, January 23rd through the 31st of 2023? Career, money, finance, business, partnerships, and relationships. What does Capricorn need to know? Yes, standing up for yourself, okay? Because I feel like there could be someone here that you might be dealing with that is very strong-willed, and I feel like you just need to, you know, stand up for yourself and stand your ground. Because especially if you're wanting to achieve some goals, right? It's all about, you know, once the Tower comes and have the sudden changes, you're going to move along in a positive way. But really, you really need to stand your ground here, okay? So whatever that looks like for you. Divine Universe, Holy Spirit, and Guardian Angels. What else do we have? What else do we have for Capricorn? I do see confusion and not being able to make a decision about something. And you could be holding on to this situation, relationship, and it's not allowing you to move forward. So Tower needs to come in and be like, I need to shake your foundation from this, because it's going to give you the strength and the courage to persevere in a positive way. So something's on your mind. Something is really heavy in your mind. Let's see what else, Spirit, do we have for Capricorn, January 23rd through the 31st of 2023, please. What else do we have for Capricorn, please? What else do we have for Capricorn? What else do we have for Capricorn, please? Yeah, I do feel there is going to be some kind of disappointment, some kind of heartache here, some kind of separation with the Three of Swords here. So this is the center of your reading, and it's saying that you're really going to have to, you know, have this strength here to move forward, okay? I feel like you're unhappy with something and there's conflict and stress, and that is why you're not able to sleep. So really, I feel like you're always on a defense with this situation, whether it's a relationship or partnership. And it's saying that you need to really stand strong in order to move away from that. And the Tower's like, Capricorn, I'm going to have to do something here. I'm going to have to bring an ending, a sudden change to something, so that you have that insight, so you gain the strength to move forward, okay? So, you know, if it's in a relationship, of course you might care for this person and even love this person, but the person is just not in alignment with you and your goals and what you want in life, okay? So maybe that needs to come to an end, or maybe it's a job or a partnership, relationship, something here, you know, friendships. Something here is needing to come to an end, and there's something here that you might have just kind of been there holding on to it, but it's not allowing you to grow in any kind of way whatsoever with that Four of Pentacles. It's like you're holding on, but it's holding you back, okay? I do feel like you might be moving to the city, but I don't really see that happening, okay? But I do see there's something here that you're wanting to move away. We have the Devil card. Capricorn, here you are. You're feeling restraint. You're feeling restricted in a partnership, a relationship. You see that? There are two people here. It's like you feel tied to this, but really there's all it did was bring you to defend yourself, and it made you unhappy. And of course there might have been days that you felt happy about or felt good about, but this is saying that no, you know, with the Devil card there, you know, there's manipulation there. There's materialistic things there, right? There's unhappiness here. Be cautious with your finances, but I honestly feel there's a lot of like power, power struggle here, where you're like, there's like competition, right? Like you do one thing, then that person has to up you, or, you want to go do something and then that person is, it's just like a lot of bickering, a lot of back and forth, bickering is what I want to say, not bickering. All right, Spirit, what else? So, yeah, I feel like you're just feeling unhappy in this relationship or partnership, job, whatever this might be for you in this situation. And I feel that, yeah, look at that. You're needing to focus on one thing at a time here, really trying to figure out what is the right thing for you. I feel like with finances, it doesn't look good. Okay, I'm telling you that right now. Finances, it looks like kind of all over the place. It's almost like you're having to take from savings to pay for whatever, right? And taking from, not doing what you want to do with your finances, not being able to save. So a lot of materialism here. All right, let's clarify, Capricorn. Let's see what's really going on for you. Divine Universe, Holy Spirit, and Guardian Angels. Oops. Card just slipped out of my hand. The whole deck. Well, not the whole deck, half the deck. Let's do this. Divine Universe, Holy Spirit, and Guardian Angels, please clarify this reading for the zodiac sign of Capricorn, January 23rd through the 31st, 2023. Clarify without honesty and integrity, please. Whoa, okay, so 8 of Swords. The deck split in half and you got the 8 of Swords. Feeling restricted, not being able to see a way out here with that 8 of Swords. That's not a good feeling to be in. That's not a good relationship, partnerships, or jobs if you're feeling this way. It's like, you don't want to stay in a position where you're not able to see the light at the end of the tunnel, right? You feel trapped in some kind of way in this situation, and you have choices. It's just a matter of you making that choice to make it happen. Okay. And then you also have the 3 of Swords in reverse, and the 3 of Swords in reverse, in this deck, it talks about you being sensitive towards other people's needs and what they how it's going to affect them. But this is saying that you have to have thick skin. You have to have thick skin to do what's right for you, okay? Because I feel like the more you hold back, the more you stay back with that 4 of Pentacles, the more anger you're going to get, the more angry and resentment you're going to have, okay? So rather than hitting a brick wall and falling and crushing the tower, why not do what's the best thing for you? Okay, so let's go ahead and finish this, Spirit. So I really feel like, rather than you staying in a situation that's just going to make, it's hurting you, whether you know it or not, it's hurting you emotionally, mentally, physically. That can happen when you're stressed out and unhappy. It will affect your health, and that's not what you want, okay? Especially your mental health. All right, Spirit, let's talk about this 9 of Swords. What is this 9 of Swords about for Capricorn? Can we get some insight on this 9 of Swords for Capricorn, please? Clarify this 9 of Swords. 9 of Swords, please. All right. 9 of Wands in reverse. And the 9 of Wands in reverse, it talks about you're struggling, right? You're struggling to get up. Not really get up, but show up for yourself, right? But if you focus on you, it'll give you the strength you need to keep moving forward, okay? So I feel like that's really important here for you, Capricorn, is to really think about how things are affecting you and how you need to move forward. Because I don't really feel like you're thinking of you again. I feel like you're really thinking of the other person or the situation in a whole. But honestly, you just need to have that strength and courage to move to go with the sudden change. Okay. Now we have the Four of Wands in reverse. Okay. The Four of Wands in reverse talks about being, transitioning, and it talks about having instability in your life, whether it's in relationship or jobs or however that might look like for you. But that's what that talks about. It talks about having, instability, not feeling, so a lot of things are keeping you up at night. Let's talk about the Tower spirit. Can we get insight on the Tower? What is that about? Okay, so with the Tower, we have the Knight of Pentacles, Virgo, Capricorn, or a Taurus. And what I like about this is that this change that's going to happen, not only is it going to bring you that sudden insight, but you're going to need to have a lot of discipline, right? And stick to something that is going to help you through this situation, right? But I do feel like you're going to get through it. Okay. You're working through it. You're going to work through that, and it might be slow, but I do see progress through there. And I see an Ace of Cups here, where the Ace of Cups talks about having, a new beginning, a newfound happiness. Okay. So, being fulfilled in something, whether it's a project, opportunities, a new job, a career, love life, whatever it is, I feel like this needs to happen because there's a lot of disappointment in the center here. This drives your reading here, really. And it's just, there's a lot of disappointment, but you need to have the strength and courage, and you're going to see how happy you're going to be. And you might not see it right away. It's going to be a process, right? Especially if it's in leaving a relationship, because you invested so much time and emotions in that. Okay. What about the Three of Swords, Spirit? Can we get insight on this Three of Swords for Capricorn? What is this about? Disappointment and heartaches. What is this about, this Three of Swords? Whoa. There's another card here. Oh no, I went back in the deck. We have the King of Swords. Gemini, Libra, or an Aquarius. And what I like about the King of Swords is he doesn't take no nonsense, right? Just almost like the Queen of Swords. But the King of Swords is like, look, this is where I'm going, okay? I've got the power and I'm going to move through this. And this is what this means. Even though, yeah, there might be some disappointments, it's saying to use your intelligence, right? The situation at hand, and make clear of the decisions that you want based on what the truth is, what you know that is the truth of the situation. Okay, so what does that look like for you? Only you know here at Capricorn how this relates to you, whether it's a job or whether it's a relationship. What's the truth of it? Okay, and I feel like you're going to be enlightened through it. Look at this. We have the Ten of Swords and the Sun that just flew out, okay? And I'm going to put these back in the deck. Actually, you know what? Let's just keep them. We're not going to put them back in the deck. I just dropped it, so let me grab it. Let's go ahead and look at this, okay? Ten of Swords, where we kind of feel stabbed in the back. We feel defeated. We feel like, okay, this is it. I can't do this. It's and it's also a sudden ending that might just break you. It's going to be disappointing, of course. Three of Swords, right? It's going to be disappointing, but that needs to end, whatever this is, because something new and better is getting ready to come into your life. As you see with the Sun card, okay? The Sun is all about success and happiness and feeling good, right? Being able to see the sun, feeling energized, knowing that you're going to have growth and success here. So you're radiating. It's time for you to shine. But I feel like, with the heartache there, yeah, it's going to hurt. But I feel like you have the strength, you have the courage to persevere past it. And I see things looking better for you, okay? Now you have the Magician in reverse. The Magician in reverse is, you desire a lot, but you can't manifest that without taking action, okay? But I feel like some of you are uncertain about how to move forward and if you should move forward. It's like there's some confusion there, okay? And I feel that, I feel like once this Tower hits you, once the change starts happening, I feel like you're going to be able to move past this, okay? All right, Spirit, let's talk about the Devil card. Why is the Devil card here for Capricorn? And especially with this being here, that is you really showing up in your reading. But let's talk about that, okay? Let's talk about the Devil card. Yeah, look at that, 5 of Wands. Some challenges there, with that 5 of Wands. And I feel like there's a lot of, not really competition, conflict. That's what I'm looking for, conflict and disagreements, right? I feel like you need to remove yourself from this drama, from this situation. And I feel once you remove yourself from that situation, especially if it's a relationship, things will work out in a different manner for you, okay? With this Ace of Cups here, okay? The Ace of Cups is like, you will find happiness, you will have new opportunities, and new things will come for you, but you have to have the strength and courage and be patient with yourself, okay? That's what I'm feeling here, Capricorn. So honestly, I just really feel like you need to remove yourself from a situation that isn't allowing you to grow as an individual, isn't allowing you to move in the direction of your goals, isn't aligned with your goals at all. I feel like, especially with finances here, I see that there's a lot of spending, a lot of materialism here. There we go. But yeah, so I just feel like you just need to really focus on one thing at a time and just focus on you really. How are you feeling? How is it affecting you? Is it affecting your moods? Is it affecting your dreams? Is it affecting, and when I say your dreams, more of like what you desire, okay? More of what you desire. Like, how is this affecting you, okay? And then we have the Knight of Cups in reverse. And the Knight of Cups in reverse is talking about, you're in your feelings here, okay? You're allowing your emotions to really get the best of you. And you're not ready to move along. Whether it's a project or a relationship, you're not ready to take action and do what's the best thing for you. And that's what that talks about. Again, the King of Swords and the Emperor, they're like, nope, logic over heart, logic over emotions. What does my situation look like? Does it look like I'm going to be able to do all the things that I have desired to do and desired to have, or is it draining me? Is it making me unhappy? Look at that, the Moon representing Pisces. And the Moon is, again, confusion, right? The Moon is confusion, and it says that you need to connect with your intuition and allow yourself to flow with what comes to you, right? Not as far as emotions, but how do you feel as a whole, a human, from your mind, heart, body, and soul? Like, is it aligned with the decisions that that you need to make, right? Because if that current situation is not, obviously we can see that here, then you need to walk away from that situation and whatever that is. So remove yourself so you can bring happiness and a newfound life, a newfound opportunity in love life, and whatever that looks like for you, Capricorn. I hope you enjoyed the reading. Be blessed. We'll talk soon.